What's up guys, Charles Damiano here from the Bruce Lee Collection for another exciting episode. On this episode, what I'll be doing is featuring the Bruce Lee collection of a collector that I know for over 25 years now. And she's one of the first female collectors that we'll be featuring on the channel today. Her name is Cozetta Stokes. She's been a fan of the channel for many years now, and I know her from back in the day because we were pen pals back in the late 90s, early 2000s. And the first thing Cozetta did was she ordered my catalog book that I put out in 2001 to show all the fans and collectors out there all the different items that I had in my collection at the time. And in this book, I featured a lot of my vintage items on Bruce Lee from the 70s and possibly early 80s. And not only did she order the catalog book, but one of the other things she ordered was she ordered a vintage golden movie news for me at that time. I still have the envelope that she sent me. And it took me a while to find these letters that Cozetta hand wrote me back in the day in the late 90s, early 2000s, because what I did during that time is I collected a drawer of all the correspondence that I had with all the collectors from around the world, and I have over 500 envelopes on all the collectors that I corresponded with back in the day before the internet era took place. And I'll show you pictures of those drawers in a second. Here's a peek into where I kept all my correspondence with my fans back in the late 90s, early 2000s. Like I said, I have over 500 people who wrote into me at the time. As you can see, all these envelopes of all the different collectors that wrote to me back in the day to either trade collectibles on Bruce Lee or purchase some items that they were looking for that they saw within my catalogs. And here is an entire other drawer of all the different collectors that I kept in touch with throughout the years, and all the correspondence through being a pen pal back in the day before we had a lot of email and social media platforms like we do today. So thought you guys would enjoy and get a kick out of seeing some of these items, and this is where I found Cozetta Stokes envelopes as well, and the different items that she ordered me from back then. I still have the envelope that she sent me, and Cozetta's out of St. Louis, Missouri. That's where she comes from, and she's still living there to this day. And she ordered one of the golden movie news from 1978, which is a very vintage magazine that came out of Hong Kong at that time. So this gives you the idea of the kind of collector that she is. Cozetta loves the vintage items that came out in the early 70s, late 80s, because it stirs up some great memories and experiences of what she went through at the time that she saw all the Bruce Lee films back then. And that's what collecting's all about, because it reminds us of those days gone by that we had some really great memories of. So the other day I called Cozetta just to get a little bit more background on her, and I asked her some questions, and I asked her if I can finally feature her vintage collection on the channel, and she said of course. So what she did is she sent me all photos of her collection, and I'm going to show you now what she sent me. She sent me over 2.5 inches worth of old school photos of her collection, of all the items that she's gathered over the last 50 years. There has to be a good 200 photos here. So what I'm going to do is sift through them, scan them into my computer, and then put them into a beautiful picture gallery so that you can see the items that she picked up along the way. Now, I think you're going to find her collection really interesting because she focuses a lot on all the vintage paper items that came out on Bruce Lee back in the 70s. Everything from press books, press kits, original stills of all his films from the 70s, movie posters, vintage items out of Hong Kong, mostly items from the United States. She has movie scripts, promotional items, items on Enter the Dragon that they came out at the time, promotional t-shirts, banners, you name it, she has it in her collection. She also has some negatives, Super 8 film on Bruce Lee's movies. So I was very impressed as I thumbed through all the photos that she sent me of her collection, and now I'm excited to share them all with you. So for now, sit back and enjoy the show on Cozetta Stokes' incredible Bruce Lee collection. Enjoy, guys.
Your style.
My style? You can call it the art of fighting without fighting.
Welcome back, guys. I hope you enjoyed that display of Cozetta Stokes' incredible vintage Bruce Lee collection. If you did, let her hear it in the comments. I know she would love to hear from you guys. And question for you, what were your top 3 favorite collectibles in Cozetta Stokes' collection? Please comment below. I'd love to hear which ones you really enjoyed most. And also, share with us if you have any of those in your collection. And if you're looking to pick up the catalog that I sold Cozetta Stokes back in the day, I do have a handful of these available. This is the actual catalog displaying over 400 of my Bruce Lee collectibles from back in the 70s and 80s. And this is the incredible price guide that comes with it. And if you like what you saw today, I know that you did, please give the video a thumbs up and please subscribe to the channel by hitting the subscribe button and the notification bell so you never miss an exciting episode such as this one. And for now, Charles Damiano once again signing out from the Bruce Lee collection, as always saying, have fun collecting and we'll see you guys next time. Take care, guys.